Try to.
What in God's name is going on in here? What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Okay, here's what I would have done. Bro, no one cares what you would have done. Actually, everyone cares. Welcome to Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast made for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Brought to you by the Embrace the Turn Up Podcast Network. And now your hosts, A-Dub, B.A., E-Ray,
You gonna forget something.
Conductor.
No, you gonna miss a turn.
You gonna miss all the stops. All aboard. oh shit! Yeah.
What?
You know what I was talking about. So, yeah. But one thing that we need to talk about is the greatest wrestling podcast of all time, ladies and freaking gentlemen. Children of the older ages, because we are not catering to you motherfucking preteens and you little losers that love Roman Reigns when he was trash, when he used to wear jackets and all that shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, no vests, no Titus O'Neil, no Funkadactyls, no John Cena. This is for mans. This is for man shit. And women's.
Yeah.
Women's. Guys, this is Let Me Book the Territory, the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. It is I, E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the man of 7/8 teeth, Payne Malenko, the American cream of Brody Loads. Whoa! And I am here with the fellas. I am back like cook crack. I am on 1,000 right now because the fellas held it down. But they got their draft picks so wrong that I am so excited to come in here and shit on them. Because this is what do the people want?
Jameson, orange.
Yeah, right.
Because there's gonna be a lot of drinking tonight.
Hell yeah. But those voices that you hear in the background, one of those is the guy that pods from the toilet bowl. He should be called the MVP of the porcelain seat, the most constipated man in the universe. Well,
it's the Dub Show. Bloop. First of all, it's a porcelain throne. And yes, I am the guy, your pod tribal chief, if you will, Dubson Reed, A-Dub, the phenomenal A-Dub Styles. We are back. We got a draft to talk about. I think me and BA had a really great draft. E-Ray made it off
fictional draft, yeah.
Seven shores, made it through the NXT parking lot. He is back. I'm feeling good.
Love that, guys. Yeah. I mean, draft was great. I love the sound effects. I love everything that happened except for the picks. Because they were so incredibly wrong. But it was amazing to just it lives in its own bubble. It's like an alternate universe. It's kind of like Hard Justice 18. It's completely divergent from everything that's going on right now. But we love it anyway. But speaking of divergent, this is the unshaved Virgil of the pod. It is the meat sauce mafia with Parmesan cheese, the inventor of the headphone / faux beard combo. The shiniest head was King Neptune himself. B.A. DiBiase, what's going on? The B.A. Show.
What is good, fellas? It is me, B.A. DiBiase, in the building. Not Virgil, all about that fuck money, baby. Fuck money, baby. Shout out to Vernon.
Never getting monetized.
Yes. If this was YouTube, we'd be good because no, we wouldn't because you gotta wait for 5 minutes. Oh, good. We'll get there. But yes, this is our VA DiBiase
money
in the building. As E-Ray coined me a couple weeks ago, the $1,000 man of Black IRS. All the things to help you guys out financially in the building. I thought B.A. Goodell didn't do that bad, as Dub said. I'm gonna blame it on Gorilla Monsoon because upon quantum leaping, he may have thought that some of the picks may have been more relative to 1998 and all that stuff when he was still in the picture. But yeah, that's I'm gonna leave that there. That's the reason why I didn't come out like the shit up.
It's fine, guys. I tease, I joke, I keyed. It was all good. I think it was a very fun draft. It just so happens y'all just didn't have enough information because, Friday pretty much spelled out everything that we speculated in the beginning. I was like, no, you're wrong. Like, oh shit. No, the championship is going here. And then he's taking both championships. They're not splitting those championships up. Literally. And I mean, since we're here, a lot of the draft kind of either made decisions one way or another on everything that would have happened or that is currently happening in these feuds on all brands. So I'm like, that's what I think we really want to get to today. Like, how the fuck is this shit gonna happen? The aftermath, because I'm kind of at a loss for words on how they're gonna pull this off with how they chose things on all brands and the aftermath of that. But
I don't think much changes even with the picks, to be honest, with the backlash coming up.
I mean, how do you pick the NXT Women's Champion and then the NXT Tag Champions? I know the NXT Women's Champion that was resolved.
Yes, but
the Tag Champions and the contenders for the Tag Champions were both picked.
Well, that's the one thing. And either they'll put those belts down. I don't know if NXT has a deep enough women's roster to do a tag tournament, but we'll get there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We'll get there.
I was talking more so about the other things that kind of look like they might shake things up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would love to get into it. There isn't much else to like. I can only say this. I'll start briefly, guys. I had a freaking blast. You would have been proud of me. I stayed away. It was not the same cruise that was in Houston. I was not at Mocha Fest. There was no public fellation. I was not sitting there like, whoa.
Ira wasn't going off in public.
No, I was not just lariat, giving women throat lariats. It was not happening. It was wild. I, on the other hand, was just eating steak dinners and relaxing, working out, being a fucking man, drinking all the drinks.
Yeah.
And having a good time. It was definitely a good time.
He's a man's man.
Yeah. He's a man. But it was like, oh man, I missed wrestling. I missed you guys. I missed the draft. And I came back and I just fucking broed down and binged everything I possibly could when it came to wrestling. So all this shit is pretty fresh in my mind. I'm happy that we got that underway, and that way we've been able to watch all the things and watch it play out. But yeah, let's start with SmackDown, where they kind of started this whole thing, or just the draft in general. How would you guys like to do this?
Let's just go draft in general. I mean, there wasn't too much else going on SmackDown to talk about. First pick, obviously, Tribal Chief Roman Reigns with Solo and Paul Heyman. I think we all kind of knew that was happening because the big gold belt is a Raw thing, and then we're all used to that.
I'm gonna disagree with that, Dub, because the fashion in which they got picked is the biggest thing. Like, like, why did they like segregate them in their picks? I think it's the biggest question from it. I didn't think that was going to happen. I knew Roman Reigns was definitely going to be the first pick, whatever show, but the manner in which it took place, I think, was the question mark.
I think they dropped the ball of telling a story with that, because I understand why you do it, but I think they dropped the ball of telling a story. If I would have been doing it, like, you separate them, but you make it clear that Roman requested this separation, and then the Usos don't get drafted at all because they lost that tag title match and the match after that. So then you're like, they're kind of hanging in limbo, like, well, what are we doing? And then you try to like further that story with it. I think they really dropped the ball there.
Or hear me out here. You make the eligibility based on the matches. So how the Usos just randomly weren't eligible to be picked in the first round, but then in the second, stupid.
That was dumb.
But as Dub was saying, if they tell a story, you can tell a story with that by going, if you beat them tonight or whoever that they had to face, then they're eligible, or whoever's eligibility. But that should have been the story to be told. And they didn't do that either. What I was speaking to, what I disagreed with Dub wholeheartedly about, was the whole SmackDown 6 and all that shit that was going on. That was for Big Gold. So no, the Big Gold is not a Raw thing. It's actually SmackDown, because Raw had the other championships, the spinner, the big stupid champion W, and then later on just the big or the Universal Championship. So the Big Gold was actually a part of SmackDown, and that's why I was like,
no.
I think y'all looking at this a little too literally, as far as the origin story of the World Heavyweight title. Like,
No, Big Gold was on Raw because Big Gold was there with Triple H, Steiner, and Goldberg. The SmackDown 6 had John, Bradshaw, Brock, and like those guys were around it as well. But obviously they weren't in the SmackDown 6, but it was the WWE title, the undisputed one.
I mean, as long as they on different shows, I think was the main goal. Like, I don't think whichever show it landed. Yeah, like, I was so gone for so long.
Right. I specifically remember the Big Gold being on the blue brand for quite some time.
It got there at some point, but like it was introduced on Raw, and it stayed most of its time on Raw.
Regardless.
I don't.
Yeah, but I don't think we are taking this a little too literally.
Yeah,
as BA was saying.
Not too literally. More so, we just in the thicket. We in the weeds. Let's zoom out.
Let's look at the forest here. Stop looking at these trees.
Yes.
It's Dub's fault and BA's fault, because BA brought the trees. As soon as he sees some trees, he like, oh, I do take. Thank you very much.
Damn right. I always claim that.
Freaking monocle, man. Shut up. But if we could, let's do it like this. Let's get to the actual picks, and not necessarily pick by pick, but let's just kind of look at what everything is. So I'm going to go ahead and just read off very quickly, and then we can talk about it. Y'all want me to go with SmackDown, Raw, or the free agents?
Let's stay on SmackDown since we're talking about SmackDown.
Great idea. SmackDown's picks in alphabetical order, because I'm so good at that. Probably not. I'm lying. Elbow Fire and Isla Dawn, as they were calling her. God damn, know your talent, people. That pissed me off. Isla Dawn. I was like, Booker T. Only
that pissed me off too.
I love
Isla Dawn. We know y'all not watching NXT
at all. Lord. I was like, damn.
I'm not even trying to know these people.
Bury the product. Why don't you? Also, Asuka and Austin Theory, the Dipset American Championship holder. So he is now a SmackDown property. Bianca Belair, the Raw Women's Champion, is now a SmackDown property. Big beefy Bobby Lashley is now a SmackDown property. Charlotte Flair remains on SmackDown. Damage Control moves to SmackDown. Edge, who always feels pretty much synonymous with SmackDown, is once again back on SmackDown. NXT call up Grayson Waller I guess. Cool. He's on SmackDown now. So we're kind of right about that. Oh yeah, some shots are going to be taken because I got some other stuff to bring up to y'all. But our favorite guys, Hero, still SmackDown. Karrion Kross and Scarlett, SmackDown. LA Knight, let me talk to you. Yeah.
Your Money in the Bank winning.
SmackDown. Love that pick. One of 15 iterations of Lacey Evans, SmackDown. Don't know which
She's still
one.
on the roster?
Oh, she got drafted.
Oh,
yeah.
there's a few of those that I'm looking like. Okay.
We'll talk about it.
We're about to play. They still in the league.
Mm-hmm. The entire LWO, SmackDown. Love that. That's Legado and Rey Mysterio. Pretty Deadly, another great NXT call up. Love that on SmackDown. I can't wait for this. Rick Boogs, SmackDown. Roman Reigns and Solo were the first pick, as Dub alluded to. We got Shotzi. Okay. Tamina. I ain't saying nothing. The Brawling Brutes on SmackDown once again. The entire club, the OC, the Good Brothers, AJ Styles, and Michin Miyam.
That's the big one to me.
Facts. On SmackDown. Wait. The Street Profits wanting all the smoke on SmackDown. I don't know what other tag teams are there. And the Usos, of course. So they can run that match back 18 times. Great. That is your SmackDown picks. Dub, would you mind giving us the Raw picks?
Raw picks. Yep. Hold on, wait.
Oh, wait. I forgot. Droid in the building.
Well, I tried to pull them up on the laptop,
it
but
like,
you know.
I mean, it might be because there's not as many stables, but it looks like they have a bigger roster. 3-hour show. That makes sense.
They have a huge roster. It's insane. All right, here we go, guys.
I'm gonna speed through these. Oh, go ahead.
Catering budget is crazy.
Raw picks. Here we go. Alphabetical order. Akira Tozawa, the Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
Coming back up from NXT, Apollo Crews. The Man, Becky Lynch.
Nice.
Braun Strowman and Ricochet. They gotta name that tag team.
Raw. Love them. I don't care.
Bronson Reed. Candice LeRae.
Okay.
Cody Luther, the King II.
The first pick.
Dana Brooke.
What?
Dexter
He's still
Loomis, the Hatchet Man. Dexter Loomis, yes. Drew McIntyre, if he decides to resign his deal.
Right.
Emma. Humberto and Angel Garza. Didn't know they were still in the league. Imperium.
Nice.
So you get your IC title over there. NXT champion Indy Hartwell. It's time to get the way back together. Endo Sheer. Call up. Jinder bringing his boys with him.
Okay.
JD. My head is the size of Jupiter McDonough. Johnny Gargano. The TikTok tag team.
Yes.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, your tag team champions. Next up, Mansoor, Maxine Dupree, Matt Riddle, Natalia, Nikki Cross, another call up, and Odyssey Jones.
I didn't see that. Odyssey Jones. Let's go.
Yeah.
Piper Niven, Raquel and Liv as a tag team.
Ooh.
The Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, Riddick Moss to continue jobbing out and getting pep talks from his girlfriend.
Emma.
Ronda and Shayna as a tag team.
Terrible.
Seth freaking Drip Rollins. Shinsuke, I'm just here for my check Nakamura.
Not anymore. He working
New
on
gear.
that show.
New
He
gear.
working. Just got here to work for at least a couple months.
Oh, yeah.
New
Sonya
gear
Deville
Nakamura.
and Chelsea Green as the tag team of Karens.
Love it.
Tegan Knox there to continue eating catering. The rest of the Judgment Day. The Miz. The New Day. The Viking Raiders here to with that shitty gimmick. Trish Stratus.
Biggest shock of
Xia Li. Shocker, she's still in the league. And the last but not least, another call up, and E-Ray's favorite girl, Zoe Stark.
Woo!
That is your Raw roster.
Love that. So I want to talk last thing. This random list, BA. Are you ready?
I can
Free
handle
agents.
the randos. Yes. The
Free agents.
AKA the randos.
Wait. I gotta know. Did these guys also negotiate their free agent status as Brock Lesnar did, or like how did that work? Because Brock Lesnar did this, but everybody else clearly did not. Because there's a difference between like one of these things is not like the other. So
there's a difference between I go wherever I want and nobody wants me.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
sure. But yes, I got this list here of the free agents, aka the randos. Baron Corbin,
Bum
ass Baron
Corbin,
Garen.
the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, Mr. Show Me, Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali. Still don't believe nobody want my guy. Sad.
Damn.
Mr. Almost Sapien. Was anybody Almost Sapien on this show? Anybody? That's the Almost his fan club. They're calling themselves
I guess,
Almost Sapiens.
Maybe you.
I mean, if you told me Almost and BA were cousins, I wouldn't doubt you.
We are kind of rocking the same look, so respect to that at least.
Go to the ring. Go.
Vince McMahon's favorite tag team: Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. Who Wants to Walk with Elias? E-Ray's favorite NXT call-up, Von Wagner, and the guy who finally got out of NXT, Zion Quinn.
Man, I feel bad for.
It's a random list of people, man. Probably the most. If you like pointed out a wall with your eyes closed, this is what it would look like. This list of names.
If you're gonna call up guys, why put them on a free agent list? Just have them show up.
I think that's like Nick Khan's way. It's like saying, like, look, this is it. If we can't do nothing with if we can't find nothing for you, hey man, I hear there's a good show in Jacksonville. They might have some openings. So
but that's the crazy thing. It's not like everybody, because they love Dolph Ziggler. He's a great guy to put over. Yes. I think Mustafa Ali, it has potential that they really enjoy, but he just got vinced. He got vinced. So that was like, oh damn. But I'm definitely thinking, and Baron Corbin, of course, is like the heel people love to hate.
Did y'all see that pop he got in Paris for getting his first win in like 5 years? It feels like on a house show. Baron Corbin. If y'all go on.
Oh, they got something with Baron Corbin.
Yeah, like
as
it was
a heel
crazy.
Or just as somebody who's
like he got
trying to get a win. Like
to lay it out for the listeners that didn't see on social media, he got some random win. They were in Europe this past week, doing their Euro tour, and in Paris, Baron Corbin got to finally get a dub. And you would have thought that Roman Reigns just lost his titles. The way the crowd was acting, it was wild.
That's dope.
Definitely recommend y'all checking it out. It's a crazy little scene.
That's great cachet for Baron Corbin, and kind of speaks to my point. None of this stuff really makes sense. It feels like, and I don't like to do it, but Von, Zion, Shelton, and Cedric, since they called off the reunification of the Hurt Business, all are like kind of struggling. And Almost is like, okay, we just need another big guy to do whatever the hell he wants.
He's an attraction.
Brock, same thing, attraction. But if you're going to say this and then go, well, Brock negotiated this free agent status, and then just throw a bunch of bums in it. Why isn't Riddick Moss a free agent? Who wanted him? Who picked him?
Emma talking to somebody in the back like, you should pick Riddick Moss with that last.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take Dolph, Mustafa, Sheldon, or Cedric, like over Riddy Mo any day of the week.
Riddy Mo.
Lord.
Why is he from St. Louis now? Riddy Mo.
Right.
You
Definitely.
can find me in St. Louis with Riddy Man.
I mean, I think
in my Air Force One.
Stop it in my Air Force Ones. I mean,
yeah.
I'll say this about the draft. There's two main thoughts I have from it. One, I'm not mad at any of this insanity. I welcome all of it because none of us can sit here.
Chaos, gotcha.
None of us can sit here and hotshot anything right now and be confident in it. And I appreciate that because that's something that's been missing from at least WWE wrestling for a long time, I feel like. because we can all for years. I can speak from experience. Like when Vince was allegedly still running the show, I know exactly what's going to happen because we all know how Vince thinks. Mm-hmm. So now, because even in the creative, there's this veil of, is it Trips? Is it Vince? I think that in all honesty, this was the reset we were talking about when Triple H took over when Vince quote unquote left through the draft. All of his talent going random places. I think this is where Triple H wanted these people. Now, when it comes to creative decisions and stuff getting ripped up, that's a whole different discussion on Mondays and Fridays. But I think that this was Triple H getting his keys to the car, so to speak, but Dad's still watching the odometer on the car, basically.
Great analogy, but I want to say this, and let's give this some thought. How could it really be much like what's the best word to say it? How can it be such like crazy shake up energy if once you see pretty much any champion picked, you know where other people go? It's kind of like those puzzle pieces. Oh, yeah. This one here,
you know, the corner
so this
pieces.
One goes
They're the
there.
Corner pieces, basically.
Literally. And it's like, oh, that frustrates me. And this is why I'm going to do this write up. What's wrong with the draft? Like it's one of those things. Soon as Bianca's picked on SmackDown, we know Rhea's going to Raw.
I agree with you, E, on that. I mean, I'll say this, and honestly,
and Imperium there.
I give you some heat for
Here
your
goes
article.
Austin Theory's going there.
Have they ever really done the draft service? Meaning when I say that, by doing service, stick to the shows that these people are supposed to be on. Book it how it should be booked per when y'all actually drafted these people, and actually elevate talent. I think
the first one.
That's exactly what I was about to say. The first one is the only one they kind of did the correct way because it was the first one, and then they started wanting to get cute with it from there, in my opinion. And this is an example of the cute getting kind of extreme, in my opinion. But hey, man, we'll see.
I will say that this one hasn't been like the worst of them because there was, I think last year's or the year before or something like that was by far the worst. So it's like.
That was like the draft where they didn't do picks. And
2018.
You just showed up to a show.
Yeah, I remember because it was right after WrestleMania that year.
No, the 2019, I want to say, I believe, where Fox had just got involved. So they were doing the fake robot. It was bad, and they had like the draft room, and people just in there like, yeah, we want that guy. Like
a lot of acting.
Were y'all acting. Really that excited to get Baron Corbin? Like, get out of here.
Hey, Lone Wolf Baron Corbin is different than bum ass Baron Corbin, in all fairness.
So here's where I'm going to disagree with you.
E2BA. That shit is fake. Bullshit.
Here's where I'm going to disagree with you, E. I thought they didn't do a good job of like showing like, oh, we're so excited to get this pick. But I like that aspect of two competing draft rooms, because without that, these people all work at the same fucking place. You need to make it seem like there's people around that want certain guys on their show. So if you tell me it's network executives, I'm like, all right, I can buy in that. I can suspend my disbelief of that for a little bit. But with this, draft? You got Rob Van Dam doing picks for SmackDown one night and Raw the next night. It's like, well, wait, who the fuck are behind those brain trust doors?
Right. Is
like
it
that, that's the thing. Like I know in the first draft, like
my favorite E-Way quote,
assign writers to each show, and the writers was like, "Yo, I need so and so here, I need so and so here." But then Trips and Vince made the final call. Well, actually, we just met Vince back then, but still, like, make it seem like there's people who are actually trying to get certain people. Lie to me and tell me it's network execs and get a bunch of B-list actors. I don't give a fuck.
Give me two GMs on each show, like back in the day when it was Bischoff and I forget who his counterpart, Shane McMahon or Stephanie or something on the other side. But
then that's all they do. They don't do anything else after. I'm so sick of authority figures. Adam Pearce has been great.
At least it gives you some. I'm with BA.
Yeah.
It gives you something because it's like, oh, you need to separate them because they're creating this bullshit that makes us feel like Raw and SmackDown are different.
Right? No, and that's what I was saying. Like, and that's why I like when they brought the networks in, because like,
but give me a Cyrus.
Didn't work for WWE in particular.
Give me a Cyrus from ECW then, somebody that represents the network. You can't just throw a random network guy in there and
Right.
then
With
random
the-
network guy disappears. We
with
never
the
see him
football
again.
robot from
Exactly. Like, I need that character. That's what we gonna do. If you're not gonna do that,
Yeah.
give me
It's
another GM
bullshit.
opposite Adam Pearce. At least they can do that. There's enough people sitting around and catering in suits that they can pull and give that fucking gimmick to. Why not? Is my question. But I think
DA said follow through.
there was too many ingredients in this sauce they were making, because I think that they were overthinking the whole getting the legends involved, just like an NFL draft. Now you see legends come back from teams, so they thought that was gonna be cute.
I like
having
pineapples.
the free agency thing was
Put them together. No.
pineapple beans. I think that the free agent thing was them. They're trying too much to follow the bag of the NFL draft, and I get it, same weekend, so might as well compete with that. But I feel like do it a little bit, do it more subtly. Don't be so on the nose with stuff. I feel like
part of the problem with that is that Vince doesn't watch sports, so he doesn't actually get it.
so
He doesn't know how the draft works. He just knows it's possible.
Yes, he just knows it's a thing, and it draws crazy ratings. And I'm sure in the
I
past 4
wholeheartedly
years,
believe that.
he has seen like a draft do crazy ratings against SmackDown when he's had top guys on there. So he's like, "Damn it, we gotta have our draft be more like this one."
Okay.
But
Well, what do you
Vince,
mean? What do you mean, there, Vince? I don't know.
this is a roster that had Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Undertaker, The Rock part-time, Mick Foley. Those guys aren't walking through your locker room, man. So you got to change your recipe up per let's say your pantry, basically. But I think that, like I said, they doing too many chefs in the kitchen, I'd imagine. And then you got the head chef still going over there and making decisions on something he obviously doesn't really understand himself, as we
Or a
just
bunch
stated.
of salt in there, damn it, BA.
Well,
Give me some of that pink Himalayan shit. Oh
Right.
yeah.
I like that. Yeah. With that said, my next major issue with the draft is
Oh, I know. Can I guess?
go for it.
It is going to be the now annual handing it back and forth of the belts of the women's titles.
No, we could put that in there though. Well, wait.
Rhea not dropping that belt to Zelina, so we know they're handing those belts back and forth.
I'm on the fence about that one, but more importantly for me, I think it's very easy to see. I think I'm rhyming too much with these quotes.
Bars.
It's definitely the choices are really deading the possibilities. So it's like, oh, so-and-so's going to SmackDown. So-and-so's going to Raw. Oh, okay. Well, if you pick Roman Reigns first, SmackDown, and then they pick Cody Rhodes for Raw, that just killed everything that we've been dreaming about for the next 3 to 7 months. Oh, we're possibly going to get, no, we're not. So that shit just died.
I think that's by design, though. I feel like they're gonna double down on that somehow.
I don't care. It ruins it for me because
I'm looking at this SmackDown roster. Who's gonna challenge Roman Reigns on this roster?
LA Knight.
LA
Rick
Knight.
Boogs?
we right here, LA
More
Knight.
people for him to run over, and it's gonna be like, yeah, and it's gonna be fun.
I see Bobby Lashley and Edge and LA Knight.
Yep.
Maybe a Rey Mysterio match from LWO.
Yeah, that's it. And that's how they're gonna get back in
there's something to this.
graces.
And they keep making comments about I made a comment, I think it was on Raw, about trades or something like that. Like those things can still happen. So I feel like they're not done with this silly NFL gimmick that they're doing.
Maybe.
I feel like they're gonna do a trade of some nature, maybe first or second week into this whole thing.
Perhaps, but again, when you do something like that, I can't help but be a little annoyed, because the fact of the matter is, you are absolutely killing any thought process that I could have that, oh, so Cody's not getting a rematch then. The whole speculation that we had to build up and the excitement that we had was, okay, so if we got plenty of time, so if Cody Rhodes is going to have this little one-off feud with Brock Lesnar, then he works his way back up. And then in SummerSlam, no, that shit don't happen now. It's dead. Not champions. So as much as it's like sort of entertaining for us to think about, what's going to be the new big gold and how that's going to play out, which we'll put that in another pocket to discuss a little bit later. Right now, the draft almost kills the possibility of things. So it's like if Cody is automatically on Raw next week, that means once again, as we've seen with people like Finn Balor, you get cheated, you don't get another shot at the championship. The only person who gets another shot is Brock Lesnar because he's a free agent. Oh yeah, wait, he doesn't because somehow he can never challenge for the belt again. I don't know. This shit is stupid. That was one thing. The other storyline that it automatically dictated that annoyed me was, you got the undisputed tag champs, Sammy and KO, going to Raw. You waited. Now you got the Usos going to SmackDown again. Okay. So that kind of ended with that coupled with Cody not going to SmackDown and being on Raw. It's like, well, that means
the
it's
end of
more
that story too.
Yeah, so it's the end of that story, and it gives, I guess, some more credence to main event Jey Uso once again challenging for the belt, I guess, because it sure ain't gonna be Cody, it sure ain't gonna be Sammy.
Right now. I mean,
for the foreseeable future. That's what I'm saying.
They don't do too many trades like mid-year. BA trade deadline might be Tuesday in this shit.
I need to announce that then, so we at least know the game here that's being played.
But Ira, I know you want to wait till later, but we here now. Here is my biggest issue with the draft. It was Cody going to Raw if Roman was going to SmackDown.
Facts.
Because Cody's clearly your top guy, clearly. And then there's an issue with that whole new world title. If that world title goes on anybody besides Seth Rollins and probably Shinsuke, it's a consolation prize because everybody else on there that's a top contender for it are people that Roman has beat. Like, and
Except
I said Seth and Shinsuke. BA's not listening. It's all right. It's all right.
BA's in the cloud.
He wrote up his fifth blunt. It's fine. But yeah, that's my biggest issue with this whole thing because, like, to me, and I know they say it was to the internet, but if that belt goes on Cody at Night of Champions, it's a consolation prize. It's to here, nigga. Damn.
Facts.
Leave us alone.
Facts.
Yeah, we get it.
I don't think he'll accept it. I think he would.
What are you gonna do? Throw it away?
You think
throw away
throw
the
it down?
belt?
Won't accept the world title.
I'm not here for this. I'm here for Roman shit.
You think he got heat after smashing a throne like 7 years ago? If he throws the newly minted title that Triple H got him, he is never winning a match again.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a wild WWE that we are living in right now, and I'm just gonna think about wild shit because that seems to be the status quo the last few weeks. The craziest of things are happening. Things I never thought that they would pull the trigger on.
Like
Cameron Grimes getting drafted after being off TV for an entire year.
But Cameron Grimes looks like the Terminator now, so I think that's all by design. Like y'all remember that picture?
T1 or T2?
T2
or T3,
T2.
the lady.
I'm not touching that.
Whoa!
I'm not touching that on this show. But yes,
Cameron.
Shut the fuck up. Get me away from this. But no, the craziest of things have been happening on this show in the E. So I can't why am I far-fetched to think that Cody won't do that or somehow end up back in the fray with Roman somehow. Or Roman won't trade himself because Roman does whatever the fuck he wants to do. And this whole Seth thing, I don't think is gonna die because they had that match on Monday Night Raw for a reason, I feel like. To let y'all know to remind everybody that Seth has not lost to Roman and he's really the only foe of him right now. And honestly, out of all the guys that we're talking about, I love Cody as much as everybody else. Seth deserve that shit more. And let's be completely honest about it.
Yeah, I feel like he has to win
fully. Yeah, he has to. That was our point, BA, that they wrote themselves in that corner. That
I'm talking about the undisputed title. I'm not talking about big gold for Seth. That's kind of written. It's gonna happen. I'm talking about Seth deserves what Roman has over his shoulders.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, about that.
I feel
mean,
like
They should have
gonna
finished the
mess that
story
up.
at Mania.
Then why he ain't take the pin and Cody did? If y'all don't know about that, answer me that.
Because
Why he ain't seen like?
Because Vince.
that's an easy
Oh,
answer.
come
That's easy.
Vince was about to sell his company for $9 billion and put the belt on our roads.
Right, especially when he's so close to 1,000 days as champion.
They
They're
just wanna
never
erase-
getting that close again.
And you know what? I'm cool with it because it's about to erase Hulk Hogan's record, and I think that's what they want to do. Like, let it at least erase Hulk Hogan's, and then see what happens.
Look,
Cool.
Or they gonna go full Bruno.
999 days. Sorry,
Hulk
brother,
Hogan.
that doesn't work for me.
I got this contract from 1984
Right.
that says it'll never run out. Vince signed it. You see this here? Vince McMahon signed this. We were getting ready to start typing out the script for No Holds Barred. And I said, I got an idea, brother. You know that title?
Yeah.
I don't think I should ever have that record I'm about to hold. I should never be broken. And here's-
Roman shouldn't break my record, brother. Too stiff of a record, brother. Let's do some reworking in the back. Like what? I promise you.
And then Hogan takes that belt off of Roman, and then somebody whispers to Brock, "Hogan's black."
Jeepers Creepers.
Yep.
Yeah. So that I guess we've got our gripes. BA, what's your gripe with the draft, if you have any? Because I think you like it. I think BA likes the draft a lot.
I'm not mad at it, man.
He loves the chaos.
I'm trying to think of something I really didn't like about it.
I mean, if you ain't got none, you ain't got none. I'm just saying. I
Not
know I
really.
have gripes.
I even love the crazy NXT call-ups. Like, I think I'll give y'all my 2 cents on this. I think that there's about to be 2 women's tag team titles on the main roster because why did that happen on NXT last night? I think they're gonna have to make a respect.
Is insane.
I'm just saying.
Yo.
Why did that happen in that fashion? That's all I mean.
Well, I mean, you're getting us there,
and they're
so-
getting a lot more tag teams up. Like they just moved 2 tag teams up there, technically speaking. There's already like 4 or 5 others existing on the main roster, kind of just fumbling
Not
around.
really. Those are random women that they slapped
Hold on,
together.
hold on, hold on.
Natalia,
BA,
partner
with the
with
entire
people.
draft, there are 4 women's tag teams.
Liv
Yo.
Morgan partnering with random people. That's what it is. Shotzi. It's Shotzi and and then
Well, who's
them
this?
too.
Who's to say they just can't keep hot-shotting women to be in tag teams? That's a possibility.
So everything they've been doing for the last 4 years since they created those
So
titles.
I'm
Yeah,
not
let's be
far
real.
off.
They've
then.
had tag teams. They just let them all go.
I'm not far off then.
Right.
No, I mean, it made me think
Iconic.
that just because the fact they didn't drop him last night on NXT or drop him on NXT this week. It
Well, they
didn't make
couldn't have
sense.
dropped them because guess what? That
There's
team
no-
that would have got them would have been called up as well.
That's what I'm saying. That's what leads me to that theory.
Stupidity.
It's
But-
chaos.
Okay, so this is what I'm getting to. It creates the draft is doing one of 2 things. It is either prematurely ending the possibility of great storytelling, or it's painting them into a corner for other storytelling. So right now, as we know, with and you guys owe me a shot because Braun did not get called up in 2 weeks. I said that he was not.
I said that too.
Dub called it. Dub, you drink.
Yeah,
Thank
Dub's
you.
drinking on that one.
All right,
But-
let me go get alcohol.
No. You can wait. You can wait.
Okay.
But we're gonna do this. That's gonna be a shot at the low lights. We're gonna do that.
I said
Gonna have that.
we owe some from when E-Ray was on vacation too.
Right. So that's when that'll happen. But when it comes to these issues that they're creating, I don't think they were gonna lose last night, but that means they have to lose like what, Tuesday? Or random chat. They have to challenge somebody. Somebody's gonna challenge them. And
They'll
they
probably
think
lose them at Battleground.
But when is that?
Not till the end of May.
A week from Saturday, I thought.
I thought it was end of May. They have a 4-week. They have a 4-week women's tag team or women's NXT title tournament.
You're
happening.
right. You're right. So it should be
Okay.
the week after Memorial Day.
So what I think they're gonna do, and I'm trusting Triple H with this. Hopefully, I'm right here. If I'm not, I'll eat that. But hopefully, they're using the women's NXT tag belts to build them to give them some cachet as they call up, because they're like, oh, these are champions. Like, oh, let's see them and let's see what they got, and then they can talk their shit, and they not really do nothing on the main roster. Maybe they mop up some random group. Oh, Shotzi and Natalia, come over here and get beat up, or somebody else. let's drop some Hogan leg drops on your chest real quick, and then they lose the belts at Battleground. Fine, I'm perfectly fine with that. But the situation is, when they called up both of them, it's like, oh, there's no like mystique to what's going on. It doesn't even matter. So it kind of just makes everything very weird. I think that they just didn't plot out the draft and the aftermath really well. That's my biggest issue with this. I was like, so
E, while I'm thinking about it here, NXT hasn't like no more women's like tag teams at all.
No,
I'm thinking they might merge. I'm thinking they might merge those belts at Night of Champions.
The NXT, and that would be.
I'm thinking Raquel and Liv versus the Witches of Easterly Lake for the undisputed women's tag team titles.
That's a take. That's a fire take. I can see that. That's something I can see happening.
I'm not mad at that. When is Night of Champions?
Memorial Day weekend, I believe.
Yeah,
I don't know. It is. I ain't no better.
Saturday afternoon.
You off on that Monday?
It's Saudi.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I mean, are you?
I'll still be working.
Are you?
I'll be getting Hollywood.
Blink twice if you're in trouble, E-Ray. Are you okay?
No, I'll be making some holiday pay. I get time and a half. Double time and a half.
Got you. All right. I was like, wait a minute. Everybody gets off on Monday.
He said Hollywood.
Believe it or not, BA been in the U.S. banking industry for too long. He's like, everybody gets off. No, they don't. There's still plenty of people working. He like,
somebody gotta be at the liquor store.
Excuse my ignorance.
Like your gardener, your butler. All these people are still working, BA. You ain't giving them no day off.
They get a day off here and there. They'll be all right.
Show ain't on Memorial Day. He's like, cook them damn hot dogs, Jeffrey.
Put my grill together. I got a grill in my garage and you can put together. I'm like, I'm not putting this shit together. Who's fucking doing this?
Master DiBiase, is there anything else I can do? Yes,
that'll be all, Baron Corbin. Thank you. Get your bum ass out of here.
Here's a 20. Get that mustard off your shirt, you piece of shit. Thank you kindly, sir.
Well, I guess Baron Corbin could pass his white version, so I'll allow it.
No, white
I'll allow it.
Love it. So I mean, drafting. Let's say, who do y'all think got the best of this? Best of the draft, because of course we have to. It's the draft is competing, and SmackDown and Raw are two different entities that they're not. So, who had the best? Who got the best of this draft? BA, let me know.
I mean, I would have to say,
or was it the free agents? It's got to be the free agents, right?
The free agents is gonna be like my gotcha answer. But my we gonna break it down. I'm gonna say Raw because they got the most intrigue going on. They got this new belt. They got a lot of guys that could possibly win it that are positioned for it. Smart. And then now I think having Imperium on that roster is gonna do. I mean, I could be wrong on this. I can't wait to hear y'all take. I think that's gonna do more than Austin Theory going over to SmackDown and wrestling who's on SmackDown. So I think Raw won this draft.
Dub. Tell me BA why is it wrong?
Well, because he's BA. My brain always tells me that SmackDown has a better roster, and I'm trying to talk myself out of it. But I'm looking at like these potential matchups. I'm like, Austin Theory, getting closer to the main title picture. AJ Styles is back. I mean, he's the guy. Roman's there, obviously. We get to revisit Bianca and Bayley. LA Knight's going to win that Money in the Bank and cash it in at some point. Yeah. LWO, Big Santos guy over here. And then Pretty Deadly is just fucking money. Pretty Deadly working with the Usos and the Street Profits and the OC. Sign me up. And then don't forget Solo's there too. And Hit Row. I mean, shit. I mean, yeah, no, it's SmackDown. It's SmackDown.
E-Ray, you the tiebreaker.
Man, I really wanted to pick the free agents, but I
They
can't
even have a show.
I know.
Who would want to see that roster on a show by itself?
It's the unemployment line. Minus Brock Lesnar. I mean, Brock cashed checks too. Everybody else cashing different checks.
Brock is the unemployment line office. He's standing behind the desk, or he's yelling at the person behind the desk to make sure they hurry up and get these bum ass motherfuckers out of the
Brock just pull up and start
unemployment line.
F5 and people to get to the front of the line.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it. You got
God damn it, there's Baron Corbin all over my salad. Damn it, Brock.
that's something I ain't think I hear in 2023. The Usos, Profits, Brutes, Pretty Deadly, LA Knight, and Cameron Grimes.
I keep forgetting about Cameron Grimes.
Wild card.
It's SmackDown, and it's not even close. Like, Raw got more people. They got Big Head McDonough, and him and Johnny Gargano gonna put on some bangers. Apollo Crews. I love Alpha Academy.
And the play
They got
devil's
some stuff, but I think they're gonna do some goofier stuff.
and half of those people won't even be on TV. As a play devil's advocate against my own pick, half of them won't even be seen.
Literally, but I mean, they got some. I'm hedging. I'm gonna hedge here. I know. I'm gonna make
This guy.
We fence sitting.
Low is somewhere smiling. He's so happy right now. But I'm gonna hedge my bet here. It's very hard to say because as I'm looking at the Raw roster, I see the potential of what they could do. Like, even though I know they're not gonna do it, that's why I'm like,
The chaos.
it's gotta be
Raw has like more like main eventers, more recent main eventers. And it feels like
things they can do.
They're stacking the deck because they know they're gonna fail because they always do. While SmackDown, you're like, yo, look at all these potential matchups and guys that you know want to elevate themselves, like a Grayson, like a Santos, like an Austin Theory.
Give me Alpha Academy.
Pete Dunne is there.
No, give me Alpha Academy versus Braun and Ricochet for like a month. It's gonna be great. And then
Probably
turn
gonna
around,
get that.
Bronson Reed and Odyssey Jones to just have all out big meaty monster meat mash man handling mashes all those M's, all of that BMMs, M's and M's and B's and M's. Loves that. Like I said, JD and Johnny Gargano got some stuff. It's things are sprinkled in there that could be some interesting matchups. But what I see with the leaner SmackDown roster,
I can give you a Montez Ford title run on SmackDown
versus Austin
Outside
Theory.
of the tag,
Take it for Theory.
that is set up on SmackDown. That is, I'd rather watch that than anything else on either of these rosters.
Or what if
I can give
Montez
you AJ
is
Styles versus Bobby Lashley on free TV again.
You're probably gonna get that in 2 weeks.
AJ Styles is taking that belt off of Roman Reigns.
Wow.
Dream come true.
You think he will? He ain't doing it
After
already,
that 1,000
right?
days, I gotta see how many days is it? He was injured. How many days has it been? How close are they?
970 something. If memory
so
serves me correct.
He only need a month. They can build that.
Oh yeah, dude ain't wrestling till the end of the month.
And he got a crew behind him, so it makes it a lot easier to
fight the E-Ray. You're not far off with the stable.
That's
the
what I
stable
think.
is a
That's
big
what I'm
thing.
thinking. As soon as I say, I was like, oh, AJ Styles, and he's like heelish AJ Styles.
And he's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's evil phenomenal.
I like evil phenomenal.
I can give you an LA Knight Money in the Bank run with the SmackDown roster.
I just think
y'all didn't know I'm working
fun.
with Teddy Long. Y'all didn't know I'm Teddy Long right now. You know what's the Mac Militant. So E-Ray, if you don't agree with me, you got to go one-on-one with the Undertaker.
Oh damn. All right, well, I mean, BA. Sorry.
Hey man, I can stand on this island. I'm good.
It's not the island of relevancy though. That's over here on SmackDown.
I'm over here about to be swallowed up by the ocean of obscurity. It's cool.
I mean,
No,
just put your pants on.
That's
All
what
right,
I'm
just
saying.
keep your pants on.
No, not getting swallowed up by anything else.
Hey, yo.
Never mind. Guys, we are reeling it back in here. Anything else that we need to talk about on the main shows, or can we move to my favorite show of the week?
No, I feel like both Raw and SmackDown were just like, here's matches in between draft picks.
Yeah.
Which I didn't mind as like a concept. If they just had like an NFL game going on between the NFL draft, I was like, yeah, this is great.
I would
Kinda like
absolutely be a draft guy.
They're kind of like
I hate
previewing Backlash in between. Like, give me like, hey, this pay-per-view preview live events happening at the end of this whole draft.
Well,
but in between.
okay.
That, here's
Well, how
the
about we
draft.
do this then? Because we do need to. Should we just do Backlash predictions now then, and then go into
And then get to the best show on cable television?
or how would
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, let's do that. We already here. We might as well
Yeah.
stay here.
so we can get it out the way. It's pretty quick, pretty easy.
Not a big card.
We can get to the shot of the low lights at the end as well, because we're gonna have these motherfuckers drinking.
I brought out the good stuff tonight.
Right, the JMO Orange. What is that?
Oh, it's good as hell.
That's what they all say.
But it's true.
It's damn true.
Right.
Damn right.
Guys, this weekend in Puerto Rico, we have Backlash. Just Backlash. No WWE WrestleMania Backlash. No other things, Raw versus SmackDown Backlash. Just Backlash. It's Puerto Rican Backlash, I guess. I don't know what that would be. I've never been to Puerto Rico. I would like to go one day, but Bad Bunny says I'm barred. He says, I don't trust you with Puerto Rican.
A lot of Bacardi rum. That's what you could expect.
I mean,
Bacardi factories in Puerto Rico.
well, I'll stay away from there because never mind.
Get dangerous.
Giggity. Can we preview these matches? Dub, what are the matches? Because I don't know.
All right, here we go. So first up, we got, I'm just going to read them as CBS Sports has them. Cody Rhodes, Cody Luther the King, the fifth, versus the Black Champion Annihilator, Brock Lesnar.
Before we start making predictions, quick question on this, because there's a good
Yeah.
question I saw earlier. Should this be the main event, or should Bad Bunny and Damian be the main event?
It's got to be Bad Bunny and Damian.
I was thinking the same.
Absolutely.
This leads into that match.
So this, I was like, no. I don't think this should lead into it unless, because this isn't going to be a quick match. They're going to let Cody get his kill off. So either this could open up the card.
It should be an opener.
Yeah, I think they should open the card.
Because Brock can still make it right back home to his ranch
Yeah, he'll be
in perfect
in bed,
time.
in bed by 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Right. Still plow his yard and his wife, and he'll be happy. So maybe that should open. But I think you probably got to close with either Bad Bunny versus Damian or Rhea.
Yeah, and they might go that route because they got a lot of heat about Rhea and Charlotte not main event in night one. A lot of vocal voices about a lot of louder vocal voices, I should say, not happy about it. So that might be what should be your main event, in all honesty.
And you can get the LWO in there with like a great,
because they're not on the card at all outside of Zelina, correct?
Correct.
So yeah, I think that you got to kind of do that. I would imagine you probably got to do that. But yeah, I wanted to get that quick question in. Back to your prediction, Dub. Who's winning? Black Champion Killer or Cody Luther the King the third?
Cody has to win, right? Like he can't lose at Mania and then lose at Backlash. Like you can't put him so far down and then. All right, I'll put you like this: if Cody loses, he's definitely winning that belt at Night of Champions, which I don't want to see. So I'm picking Cody to win this one. E-Ray, what are you thinking?
Cody has to win. I know for a fact that there are people that are by far completely out of wrestling still from WrestleMania that they were crushed and it ruined their wrestling. They can't watch it. They're like, y'all built this shit up. They gotta start rebuilding Cody, and it has to start now. I think Cody gets it done after a hellacious beatdown. He comes back and he finishes Brock, and then Brock goes home and does his thing on his farm. That's what he takes off, because again, Brock only pops up every 23 years or so. There's like, Jeepers
like
creepers.
Yeah.
And he like takes some souls, takes some flesh, and then he's gonna go back away for a while. So free agent.
All right, BA, tell us why you're picking Brock.
I can't. I'm with y'all, but I got a different reason than what y'all brought up. All your reasons were correct. But another thing is Brock ain't took a L since he was wrestling Roman. So it's time to put somebody over. I think he would have put almost over, but he was just like, nah, nobody's buying
almost
that.
Doesn't count.
Right?
He was like, no.
So I think like to y'all points, and on top of that, there's no reason for Brock Lesnar to win this match. I think that's another reason why he's a free agent, so he can go home. There's not really much for him to do right now, but there can be at some point in time. And I know he always about that check to show up for a couple shows and do a PLE and go back home. So this is the last time you're gonna see him for a little bit, I'd imagine.
Yeah, until Night of Champions when he pops up and takes big gold.
Yo,
God.
could you fucking imagine if he wins that title somehow?
2 part-time champions?
I might, yeah. This
The
might be coming.
IWC would lose it. I'd have to shut down the feed for a while.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'm flying to All In London. That's it. You won't do this to me again.
Oh.
Me and Tony Khan are going to do the most purest Colombian coke off of some random bloke's girlfriend, and it's gonna be crazy. Oh, bloody hell!
Only the finest in UK.
Right.
That's what I've heard, or so I've heard.
what they call it? Yeah, you scally,
The wanker.
Wanker.
Filthy
wanker.
wanker.
You bloody wanker.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got Sammy, KO, and Riddle versus the Bloodline. I'm pretty torn on this one. I'm not sure who's gonna win, but
Not torn at all.
I'm not torn at all either.
all right, E-Ray, who are you thinking?
It's absolutely going to be the best friends part 2. It's
Yep.
Bloodline is in they taking the L face. They're not really in the Bloodline right now.
The
They
shell.
all fractured and just gonna keep that storyline going
Mhm.
of Roman being disgusted with them. So it's
Yep.
like, they gotta lose because they keep alluding to it every time. It's like, and tonight is the night.
You
As
take care of our problem, or
Yeah.
Solo takes care of you.
just keep doing it, and they're like, yeah, and then it keeps zooming in to Solo and Heyman. So this
thumb.
How much tape does Solo have around his thumb at this point?
8 years
I was
worth.
about to say so much so he can't even close his hand in a fist. It's just
That's
stands
why
like
it's a
this
spike.
the whole time.
You didn't know part-time he used to review movies. He's just like,
Right?
Solo, what did you think about the bridges of Madison County?
He's just wrapping his thumb all the time.
Thumbs up, they just down and it spikes you in the throat. Yeah,
Spike and Roger Ebert and Gene
Right.
Siskel. I beg
there's
your
a
pardon.
terrible joke.
R.I.P.
He's
to
like,
both of those
damn it.
gentlemen.
He's like, damn it, Ebert. I like Lost World. Blade 3 was a great movie, Siskel. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
If they were, I think Roger Ebert was alive for that. Gene Siskel was not, and he absolutely thumbs down that bullshit. But yes,
Him and Solo together gave Triple H to Samoan Spike. Ah! Loved it.
All right, so BA, you're picking KO and Sammy as well, right?
biggest
And Riddle.
effects.
Riddle's there.
Yeah.
Are you
best-
writing this down? Because you're gonna have to drink again.
I got the notes out.
It's just I have to drink just because. If you don't write this down, you're gonna be drinking.
Well, he's gonna be drinking anyway because he chose the bloodline, right? Dub?
For this one?
Yeah.
No, you guys talked me into it.
Oh, no.
Look at this. He don't want to drink. That's cool,
Yeah.
right? It's cool.
You guys talked me into it.
I thought church was on Sundays. Scared, go to church. No, I'm just playing.
I thought you was Ciroc Lesnar.
Oh man, but
Nope,
yeah,
not no
man,
more.
the Best Friends 2.0 for all the reasons E-Ray labeled. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's time for the official Solo versus the Uso fight. He gonna beat the shit out of both his brothers at that PLE. It's gonna be pretty epic to watch.
Yeah,
So yeah, Best Friends 2.0.
love it. Yo, it's E-Ray, the quasi bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the side god of pod, and I'm here to tell y'all, come check out my show, Binge Flicks and Chill. You never know what you're gonna get, but we always talking some good shit when it comes to television and the latest movies. So we want to bring y'all in. We want to make sure you have a good time. You learn something, you laugh, you cry, you might stab a nigga or two. I don't know what you're gonna get, but that shit is popping. So come check out Binge Flicks and Chill. And it's me, E-Ray, and I'm out.
All right, next up we got the Dipset title.
Thank you.
Austin Theory
Say it right.
versus Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed. I'm going Bronson Reed here. The dude's just
Oh,
they're establishing him, and I'm ready to see a Bronson Reed title run again. So I'm going Bronson Reed here.
I got you. You're wrong. And you
Big
know why
wrong.
you're wrong? Because he got drafted to Raw. So
that's
he
what I
can't
was thinking.
possibly win.
Yeah,
You're
Dub, you might as
gonna
well.
drink, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna drink. Because
Trades
this is
happen.
the thing I hate about the draft. It
BA said
kinda
trades
tells
happen,
you.
so
Trade.
Right, buy
Now, that
it
would
trade,
be-
give it.
If you call that and that works in your favor, I would absolutely take it.
I might drink a whole bottle of something if that happens. Like,
You better
that's
be
wild.
careful, dude. The world, the universe despises BA's pick so much.
No,
It
we didn't
will
say what
happen.
we didn't say what size bottle. We could talk about an airplane bottle. Oh,
shooter.
little airplane shooters.
little quickie, little sip, as Pops used to say. Shout out, R.I.P. John Witherspoon.
I just want a quickie. A
need a-
Hennessy.
Just need a
Hendo.
taste. I just need a taste.
All right, gotta get some of that
Taste.
Hendo.
All right, E-Ray, who you picking?
I am picking. I gotta pick Austin to carry on. He gotta go talk his shit on SmackDown. As much as it would be great to free him up of that championship, what would they do with Bobby Lashley? And how long would it be before a free agent Brock Lesnar comes and just wrecks him like black
True.
champion? Not in my vicinity. And he comes kills.
I mean,
him. So-
Brock might come for Bronson Reed too. He don't know the difference.
That's true.
You-
Until Bronson talks,
That's true.
that's when he would be like, "Oh, my radar's messed up."
Right. What kind of black are you? It's like his scouters messing up.
What kind of black? Oh shit, that was wild.
This is a weird one. Like, I don't know.
System doesn't compute. This is I need an upgrade.
Right.
Is it
Is
an
he
update time?
Samoan? What is he?
Because that's what it is. Because he beat
What
Rock,
is
so he
that?
assumes that all Samoans are just black anyway.
Yeah.
That's why he showed up for Roman. Because he showed up when Roman's around. He hear the Usos just talking like Crips. He like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's very confused. Like, they sound, but I don't get the sense. Like, it doesn't.
He looks at Paul. Their nigga levels over 9,000.
That's because Brock Lesnar is Jack from Tekken. That's why. Like, he's strictly just a monster.
Oh my god.
Brock
Brock-
turns into something new every day.
Brock is Jack.
Kaiju.
I
Now
like the
I
Jack
do like-
comparison is big.
Jack
facts.
is dead on. He just jumps up and crushes everything.
Black champion. Compute.
Oh man.
That is
Oh
accurate.
shit.
All right,
Oh,
BA,
man.
who are you picking? Let me get us back on track here.
I feel like
Jack
I'm just
Lesnar.
jacking E-Ray's picks.
All right, I'm gonna let you pick first next.
That's fair. I mean, it's gonna be Theory, man. E-Ray said all the reasons. Bronson, I mean, unless the trade happens, which it technically could still, there's no way Bronson wins the belt. It would be great if he did. I would love to see it too. I think you're just thinking with your fan brain, Dub, and not your booking brain.
Not logical,
right? I get it.
Don't compute, not logical.
So definitely theory to keep his whole U.S. title bid strong. Plus, Montez is the next U.S. champion, man. Come on now, we all know this. So awesome theory.
Okay. Next up, Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky.
Can we all in succession say this pick? Come on now.
Black John Cena not losing.
Yes.
James Cena don't lose.
No, especially I love Io, but this ain't.
Io.
I love that it's probably setting up the future Damage Control breakup because she was planting the seeds about Io being her own person and all that shit. And
that's next.
You special, but once you get away from this, you'll see how special you are. And yeah, this is all that this is for, to further prompt the implosion of Damage Control.
And now me and BA are gonna have a Get Like You feud, and I'm like, no, BA, I'm trying to get like you.
No, I'm trying to get like you.
Exactly what BA said. For all those reasons, I can see this is going to propel Io to that Bailey encounter, and her and Bailey are gonna have that one off. I think Dakota Kai kind of floats somewhere around there, and maybe Dakota Kai, because
she's gonna have to make a decision.
Yeah, her and Bianca are actually like really cool behind the scenes on the low. Didn't know that until I seen some stuff, which I was like, oh, that's dope. I think they did already have a match recently, so I don't see that like happening again per se. But I feel like this is going to create either Io and Dakota doing their own thing separate of Bailey, sans Bailey, or this creates that splitting thing where Io now goes back face, and then she goes against heel Bailey and Dakota. So either way, Jane Cena ain't losing. You can't see her. You can't see her. Bianca Belair. Right.
All right. Next up, the SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega.
I would rather talk about how long we think this. Either let's talk about how long we think this match lasts, or where we find it in the card. In San Juan, Puerto Rico.
I'm gonna go. This match goes 2 matches before the main event. Last all of 5 minutes, including introductions, and then Rhea wins by Riptide and
by
stacking Zelina up, and we're like, yeah. And then we all take a 5-minute break. Yep. Make her knees touch her forehead one time.
She had some video I think it was an Instagram story where she was telling about her ring gear, and the way she was describing it, like the internet is sick. That's all I'm gonna say. It's some real sickos out there. The way she kept on saying, he was like, I know you sickos love these the shorts I wear. I know you love these the things that I forget the
garters.
The garters. She had another name for them, but she was like, I know you sickos love these. I understand all kind of stuff. I was like, wow, this is hilarious. I love it. But yeah, I'm gonna say 10 minutes because the entrances alone are gonna be 5 minutes. Come on now. And definitely Rhea. Like are you talking about where it's gonna fall in the card? That second to last spot makes sense. I'd say honestly, no. I'd say yeah. Before the main event, it's gonna be them and then Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. I think that's how it's
gonna come out in the LWO. That's the only thing. It's a little convoluted because those are two sort of connected.
I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I think the LWO come out to give assistance in the Judgment Day, so that's gonna cause that. So that's why I don't think it goes second to last or last. I think Dub kind of has it close to right, where it's like maybe 2 prior or something like that, where you kind of you give them a break to go back in the locker room.
Yes, before that main event. Hashtag Dub was right.
But I do see it getting at least 10 to 15 minutes.
And you're picking Zelina?
No chance. As much as it's a moment, she will cry. I think it's going to be really special. She's going to get a crazy pop. You don't win it in your hometown. Ain't that what they say? So
unless your name's Phil Brooks
or Bianca Belair. But other than that, you don't win in your hometown, even if that is an island, even if that is a territory of the U.S. It doesn't.
Yeah, they
matter.
wasn't gonna let Drew win in his home country. They're not letting Zelina win on her home island,
That's a very good point.
her home
And
Commonwealth.
they're gonna sell out LWO tees and Zelina Vega tees and all types of shit. She's gonna come out looking like Chun-Li or some shit. It's going to be like a Chun-Li in Puerto Rican flag gear. It's gonna be so fire, and it's still gonna be worth it to me.
And she's gonna be the sacrifice.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's going to be amazing. So I feel like they're going to let this match go at least 15 minutes. It's going to be like her absorbing some of the crowd's energy, and then like Rhea doing the stuff, her getting over, but then Rhea just coming through, and the Riptide's going to look fantastic because she's so small. So it's definitely going to boost her though. It's going to give her some credibility because, yeah, I think Rey Mysterio said it the best. Take this moment in, regardless whether you win or lose. He was kind of building in that you're going to lose. Regardless,
you better enjoy it. Smile instead of cry.
Yeah, just
be happy you're here.
Just feel it, take it in. So I'm gonna love that. So that's gonna be a moment. So it's gonna be dope. But
next up on the card,
next
is BA. This is the match that E-Ray's been looking forward to for like 2 years now. Seth Rollins versus Omos.
Oh my gosh.
He can't wait. We know he can't wait.
And the bookers of this match can't either, so much so that they just completely went away from it a week before the pay-per-view to remind everybody, like, hey, he's wrestling Omos, but we're gonna have him fight solo and remind y'all he ain't get pinned by Roman yet. So
because no one knows why this match is happening.
I don't think they know either, in all honesty. And allegedly, MVP, like in kayfabe, MVP moved mountains to make this match happen. So I don't know. I'm gonna blame MVP. That's all I got.
So Seth wins this match, right? With like a curb stomp off the top rope or something.
Yeah, because he's so tall. I could see that. That would be fire.
Oh, he tries to tree slam him, and then he like he curve stomps his arm, breaks his arm. He takes his arm and curve stomps it into his brain. Almost is out of here. He doesn't exist anymore. He defeats the kaiju, and yeah.
Well, E-Ray just booked a fatality, guys. So there's that.
Essentially, we at least one a year. I remember last year there was something. E-Ray booked somebody to die in a match. So that's all part. It's all track. It's definitely tracks.
Okay with that. Hey guys, it's Puerto Rico, the annexation of Puerto Rico. We can do whatever we want on somewhat foreign soil. It's like foreign, but not really. Like, still our soil. But yeah, definitely. Almost. They just have to. They give them a send off, like the ancient Vikings. They light candles, put wood up there, and they push them into the ocean. They fire arrows at them.
Are they sending them off to free agency?
Yes.
Essentially, I think that's what's happening to all the free agents.
Horn. Yeah.
And then Michael Cole's like, we don't know where Almost will end up. Maybe Raw, maybe WWE main event, maybe NXT, maybe Level Up, maybe OVW. We don't know.
And then he'll make a Top Dollar joke and go and then be done with it after that. That man hates Top Dollar.
Oh, too funny.
He ain't did nothing but lose weight and get in shape.
Yeah, man. Let that man live.
I think Cole is envious because he's picked up pounds, but that's okay. Haven't we all? Guys.
All right. Main event. What we all assume is the main event. Bad Bunny, the most streamed artist in the world for 3 years in a row, as WWE keeps telling us, versus Damian Priest in a San Juan street fight, which sounds extremely dangerous.
Yeah, it does.
I don't think they're putting Bad Bunny in a main event to lose.
No way.
So,
I mean, Judgment Day don't win.
Facts.
Oh,
true.
Except for Rhea.
I was saying, unless your name's Rhea Ripley.
So yeah, so I'm going Bad Bunny here. I don't know how he wins, but he wins.
I don't know how you could go against Bad Bunny, in all honesty. Like, we're in Puerto Rico. This man is only here for this. Like, how does he? The question would be like, how could he lose? I mean, we know how he could lose, but they ain't crazy. They know who's buttering that bread in Puerto Rico.
Like,
It ain't Damian Priest.
I'm sure at some point Ray hits a 619 on Damian Priest, and Legato does some of their finishers. Then at some point, Bad Bunny finishes them with the Canadian Destroyer. So he can do that now.
I think Bad Bunny gonna do a 619 or something crazy. He that athletic. He might just do that.
I would love it.
It might just happen. But
so sounds like we're all going Bad Bunny here.
I mean,
you know, yeah.
As much. Damian Priest.
You're picking Damian Priest?
Yeah, fuck it.
You want to drink? E-Ray want to get drunk next week. That's all.
Clearly.
E-Ray must be kicking it next recording night.
Band. Tune it up. Like, again, I get it, but you gotta, if you really want to get some heat on the Judgment Day, he don't win clean. He does some devious shit. Damian has to win though.
And it's a street fight for a reason.
Exactly. And then he does some stuff and you see a fantastic Bad Bunny looks great, but at the end he gets razor's edged and like thrown into whatever body of water that surrounds Puerto Rico. Just
I can see it.
Tosses his ass, and now he somehow finds some of the other casualties of Stacks, 2 dimes, and the Don. Like, he's sleeping with the fishes. And then his album sales go up even more. He's the most streamed artist times 7 now because he's no longer with us. Bad Bunny's dying on, but forgot. Bad Bunny is also Alan Quartermain, aka League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So on Puerto Rico, he cannot die. So no matter what happens, he can get pinned, but he will never die. His legend lives on. Love it. Want some more of it. I think Backlash is going to be fun. We will be watching this as a family, maybe. Will we be live tweeting it? Possibly.
Probably will. Dub, you gonna be a pudding bay. You ain't gonna live tweet nothing. Dub gonna be deep.
No, he gonna be live tweeting already.
You ain't gonna want to see what Dub live tweet that week.
No, Backlash is Saturday.
You gonna be at the Bay?
Not this Saturday.
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm thinking of Night of Champions.
Night of Champions. Yeah,
I'm speaking out of school. My bad.
BA is so ready for the Bay.
I got stories. No,
I am the Bay.
Yeah, by the time Night of Champions come on, I will have a MILF sitting on my lap for sure.
Hey, I believe it. I believe it.
The second Cody Rhodes wins that title, I'm gonna be like, whoa!
There he is. he gonna throw that lady right off him like Cody gonna throw that belt back in Triple H's face.
Cody Rhodes.
I've been put down, about to explode. Oh,
Lodi Rhodes. That's such a good Gross.
Okay, guys.
Too much fun.
Can we talk about the best show on cable television?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
We can talk about Rizzoli and Isles. Oh, I'm sorry. NXT. My bad.
Rest in peace, famous shit Jackson.
This is how you know BA is old. That show hasn't been new since like 13 years.
Exactly. I just know that's my mom always talk about that show. At least she did.
Posthumous awards goes to
Rizzoli and Isles. It's your daytime Emmy.
Not your daytime Emmy.
Oh God. That show's so old they showed it before Heat of the Night. Oh my God.
In the heat of the night.
Heavy troubles wrong. Yeah.
You fall asleep watching Monday Night Raw, you wake up like, oh, Rizzoli and Isles, I missed the main event. And then you go back to sleep and you're like, it's the heat.
Right.
Tibbs and Gillespie. Tibbs and Gillespie versus Bad Bunny.
Man, that Heat of the Night theme song used to be ridiculous.
So powerful.
Yes, it did, man.
Yeah, nah, heat.
Some heat, boy.
Of the night.
Like, why are we playing the show at 3 a.m? What's going on?
That show was incredible. Had the most
I just-
racist detective solve
Yeah,
black
Archie.
racial crimes.
You got Archie Bunker solving crimes. Like, what kind of fucking
Right.
twisted ass world
Didn't he
is
just
this?
call me? Didn't he just call me a nigger like yesterday? And you expecting to put all help into the hate crime?
And his
What
partner was
Captain?
black.
Nigga on nigga violence? Yeah. The case solved
That
itself.
was Tibbs, I believe.
It was too.
Yes. I can't
Yeah.
believe we're sitting here breaking down in the heat of the night, though.
Hey guys, we're not the best, the greatest wrestling show, the People's Pod for no reason. This is what you get. If you never Mumbai fam, Mumbai Hive, go do your Googles, go research In the Heat of the Night. It is
I can't
one
get
of
the
the
sight of
greatest,
Tibbs out of my head. I'm
It's
sorry.
one of
I
the
keep
greatest
laughing.
racially charged television shows in the early 80s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so good. They
early,
showed it in
early
syndication
80s.
for like 20 years. I think that should still come on some channels.
I'm
Oh.
gonna find that shit.
She used to
Oh
come
my
on after
God.
American Gladiator.
Oh my god. What's more American than fucking roided out people?
Roids and
beating
racism.
people? Right, roids and racism. Fuck shit. It's American as
Afternoons on
roids and
USA
racism.
this summer.
Hey, it's Turbo and it's Negro. Holy shit. Holy
Oh.
shit. Holy shit.
For real though.
Pod
We deserve
forever.
an Emmy for freaking the heat of the night, the American Gladiators in this podcast.
I love both of those shows. I'm not gonna cap, but as we talk about our love, we would be remiss if we do not mention the greatness that was this Tuesday's NXT. Guys.
NXT.
Oh my gosh. With all these call-ups happening, I was not ready for speaking of with all the call-ups and the A storyline being what it is, I was not ready for the greatness that was this Tuesday's NXT. Where do y'all want to even start to take us somewhere?
All right, so the homie Trick comes out and cuts
From Detroit?
a promo.
For real.
I did say Trick, didn't I?
You did. Look. Yeah. Oh shit. My bad.
Fuck it, that's his new name. Trick Williams.
Wolfpack.
Trick Williams comes out and bosses up and cuts a hell of a promo, rhyming and rapping about how him and Melo known each other since high school, which, if true, pretty fucking awesome. And then calls out Braun Breaker and says, yo, you put your hands on my mans, put him in the hospital. You put your hands on me too, sucker. And next week, it's me and you jive turkey. At least how I heard it.
That's exactly what he said.
Okay.
You don't know me, man. It was just all types of blaxploitation
Oh,
things.
Yeah. One of Trick Williams' better promos, and I say that as because
Like,
he's one of the better mic guys down there. And heel Braun just works. It just works.
yeah. Told y'all, man. Let that shit cook.
that no,
Great deal.
I was saying the same thing.
I was to
said
say, I
that.
told you, Dub.
Oh yeah.
Let
Definitely
that
say
man cook it in NXT. He needs
BA, you're clipping. Calm down again. Calm
Oh,
down.
stop
Calm down.
it. Look at it. Yeah.
Let him cook.
God damn it.
Yeah. Braun is just sit there doing nothing but running in, wrecking shop, wearing black. Is Suge Breaker coming out, beating ass, and then just saying minimal words.
Yep.
All we need.
Thank you.
I don't like you
this is-
people. I'm wearing Air Force Ones or Jordan Ones. I'm wearing some ones, and I'm about to go get some buns. And then he's out. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't expect that. Great. Let him cook. He healed Carmelo Hayes. He speared him through the audience. The audience, it was like several members of the audience. They were just in the back trying to go to the bathroom. They exploded in there like it was fucking Fast Five and Vin Diesel on the Rock. Like they just exploded through the wall. It was crazy last week. So then this week, he's like, oh shit. It's just so much shit was happening. I was like, this is incredible. So yeah, Braun don't need to say much words. Like, keep it simple. He ain't got to do all that random talking. Leave the talking to the people who can do it. Grayson Waller, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, a couple others. Cora Jade is actually really good on the mic as well. So
100%.
Yeah, let them cook, and I love it. So we got a lot of that. And I was like, okay, we're gonna get a match between them. And then before we finished that, we had a little bit of a maybe slight dissension talk or seed planting with Apollo Crews letting Trick know, like, hey, Trick, you that guy. It ain't all about Carmelo, because Trick ain't never said it. Trick say it's Trick Mello game. That's it. But he like, you're your own man. You're dope by yourself. He's like, okay. And then he walked away.
Seed was definitely planted for sure.
Dropped that shit like Salt Bay.
Oh yeah, right on the way to Raw. Yep.
He out of here, like, nigga. I ain't gonna see you no more, but let me call some anarchy in your relationship before I leave. It's like a side chick. Oh well, I mean,
you ain't choose me, but I'm pregnant.
Oh, word! I see you at the NBA draft.
No, that's when she's like, we didn't do anything, but I mean, I don't know who else he was talking to. All right, see you, girl. What? Fucking up my life. Chill out.
Evil.
But yes, I loved all that. Any other thoughts? Anything else that made you just like, ooh? Besides the fact that Trick is fucking jacked.
Yeah.
No homo.
That's why he hasn't worn a shirt in like 2 months on TV.
Wouldn't either.
When he does wear a shirt, it's sheer. He's wearing the same shit that niggas was wearing at the Pride Festival.
Oh yeah,
he don't care. He's
definitely in Pretty Deadly's wardrobe closet for sure.
Facts. I love it. I love every minute of it. He's just ridiculous. He is so hilarious. He's so good on the mic. He's a future something. I don't know what it is. Whether it's a champion.
You see it though.
Something. Exactly.
You got it, baby.
Absolutely.
You couldn't say it if you wanted to.
So,
but I think the biggest takeaway about it is that when both of these guys showed up, never in my life did I think I would be excited for a Braun match or a Trick Williams match.
That's
and now they have a match against each other, and I'm like, yo,
I'm here for it.
I kind of can't wait for this. So
that is crazy.
Kudos to those guys on the growth. Another guy who, yeah, you're right.
Mega
career growth. There you go. Character development.
There you go.
There we go.
Finally, create that space. There you
go.
Whoa.
Pause.
Oh. All right. Yeah, you calm down. Penalty box is open, guys. Calm down.
I am the penalty box.
Right.
Oh, you've absorbed all its powers?
Yes.
Silence.
I am the penalty box.
You about to turn into Robo Jacks.
Black champion. Murder. Sorry.
Murder. You're over speaking in riddles like your boy Scripps. What's going on? Take the mask off, BA.
I'm
Gargoyle Batman.
He let us know last week. I think that's what that soliloquy that they wrote out on the screen was like. Y'all never see me back as Reggie here soon. I think that's what that was. I'm done wearing this stupid ass mask next week.
What? Please tell me what skyscraper he was hanging off of in full terrible orange and black gear.
The police station in Gotham City for $1,000, Alex.
I was like Raccoon City. Like I was trying to.
Raccoon City.
Like, I've been to Orlando. Ain't no skyscrapers like that down
None
there.
of
so
that.
I don't
you got Universal Studios though, don't you? Ain't that in
that's
Orlando?
what that green screen was. Scripps. You see me on the skies.
I mean, I saw Goliath like fly by, so it's possible.
It's possible. I mean, you got Axiom's like trippy ass entrance, and you got that shit. They probably did film that shit at Universal Studios.
And at night, we come alive. Scripps.
Oh, that's great.
Wait, is Axiom Xanatos?
I was about to say, is Goldberg Xanatos? Because that's the same music. The Gargoyles music.
Yeah, definitely is.
Yeah.
It's the same music.
Goldberg is
my
Xanatos.
God.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome.
Goldberg is Robo Goliath.
Yeah.
All right, anyway. Sorry, I'm derailing this terribly. But this is what you guys pay here for. This is what you pay the big bucks for. And we're free agents, guys. So
Yeah.
let us know. If you want to advertise anything here, put ads here. We love blank product. It's so good. It's like when Willow Nightingale does a stacked pen versus anybody. It gets me so excited. Love it. Ad here. But as we were saying, and that's
Speaking of yams,
crickets.
G Nolan.
What? That was terrible. G Nolan. He just erupted mid. Gigi versus
JC2.
Casey.
Second time.
Like
So,
part two,
The
more
match
blood,
feel like
more
it ended
baby.
kind of abruptly there. Would you guys agree? Something happened?
Yes. Definitely. Somebody was leaking as well in this match, right?
Soaking with.
Yeah, Yeah, Gigi was bleeding like a stuck pig. I think that might have been what happened. Like, ref told, JC. Ref told JC, like, yo, that cut is bad. We got to end this match.
And she was like, bet.
Made it worse. But we got to see Gigi's brother finally. Wasn't he in the crowd?
He was in the crowd.
Yeah, they showed him for like 2 seconds. Yeah.
He's like, come on, you gotta win. We're not going back to the train.
We're not going back. Is Gigi Dolan a never going back all-star?
Gotta be.
Oh, 100%. She's
She's
bringing
on-
it up every week.
She started on that team with Jimmy Butler, right?
Jimmy, Roddy.
Well, Roddy's a never going back Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Legend.
He's made it
Legend
clear.
in two. Legend in 2 leagues.
Facts. Yeah. That's the greatest. It's definitely a legend in 2 leagues.
WWE left him off TV for 6 months to cool him off. He said, y'all can do whatever y'all want. I'm never going back.
Right.
And Adam was like, I got you over here, bro.
Yeah.
No, his wife, Amina Shafir, was like, come on over here, baby. He was like, bet. Say less.
Ran over there, started just throwing
Roddy said,
backbreaker
"Say
after
less."
backbreaker after backbreaker. Like, damn, Roddy was so all the backbreakers. I'm never going back, JR.
Right.
Wait, what?
Never going back.
Who are you? Aren't you an Impact? Didn't I see you in Impact?
I'm the chiropractor. The chiropractor, right? I mean, shit, they got DMD. They might as well have the chiropractor.
That would be hilarious, dude. Tony Khan, right? Take a note of that one. That would be a great little gimmick for you.
It's a
for the
freebie
stable.
for you.
Absolutely. You can't do Undisputed Era, so you got to do something. There you go. The medical team.
Every time Roddy hits a
It's just
backbreaker,
the
Excalibur should be
chiropractor.
like, he's never going back.
Right.
Every time he hits a different backbreaker.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's good
Anyway,
booking right
This
there.
has been AEW Quick Hits. But
You're welcome, guys. Where do you guys think both of these women go from here, Gigi and JC? Are they both in the upcoming tournament for the women's title?
Not both of them. They'll get a qualifier match. I feel like and then I hope that they will separate them. It's kind of getting played. When I was watching that match, I was kind of thinking like, man, Amanda needs to break this up. This is stupid. And then she ain't coming through.
Amanda busy.
Yeah, she's very busy. But I feel like they need to get them somewhere else. It's kind of ran its course. You guys
I
agree
don't
with
think
that?
it's been resolved yet.
But is there ever going to be resolution though?
Yeah, Gigi winning.
more blood.
I was about to say, I don't think the wrestling gods want Gigi to win this match. It would have ended last night. I think it was
if Gigi doesn't win, then Gigi got to go back.
And she ain't going back, so I guess she gotta win.
So I think that Gigi ends up costing JC her match in this tournament, whether it be the first round or deeper into that tournament, and then you get the blow off, and Gigi has to go over in the blow off the way they've been booking this, in my opinion.
I'd buy that for $1.
Okay. Well,
E-Ray, am I off base here?
I'll be honest with you. I do not care. It's hard to find my
That's what I'm
care
saying.
there.
Make me care. I don't the feud I don't care about because it's so just like
BA, not everything can be the Hillbillies and Kiana James, man.
bruh. If I could throw my
The
computer,
A story. That's what I'm talking about. The
I'm
A
glad.
story, guys. He's back. Jensen's back with the gang. They
And now
got
he
the
has
bar.
business knowledge after getting cheeks for what, 2 weeks?
was he getting cheeks? That's still to be debated. But yeah, he might
He's
be
like,
getting
hey,
cooked.
you guys can bring in an investor to
Dang.
sell off part of this land. And then the investor is going to be Kiana James.
He was getting cooked by Sebastian, whoever the hell that dude was. That's what happened
Please.
here.
That's
Big
what
body
we
hobby.
need. No, that's what they're gonna reveal. Sebastian is Reggie. Strip. And you like this pipsqueak, and he was like,
What
I
you
make
mean,
up for
pipsqueak?
like I make up for my height in my girth. Oh, it's going
shit.
down, and it's gonna be like, oh shit, damn, Keanu James is black. He's like, oh, and it's gonna be over. It's gonna be amazing.
And then vivid pictures are gonna roll in there and finish
Right.
the whole job for
We'll be
everybody.
doing like some type of flying Superman squirrel jam on her.
Vivid producers gonna show up. I heard somebody was supposed to be finishing the story. I'm here to finish the story for you guys.
Finish the story.
But-
It's all about the finish.
Literally.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this storyline continues to go. They're now back at the bar. I'm like, who is obsessed with this shit? Like, get it off my television.
It is
A lot of
God.
these wrestlers have
awful.
second jobs.
Facts.
Right, Keanu James is an accountant. Fallon and all the rest of them are what? Just
Bartenders
bar
and
owners?
barbacks, I guess.
Right.
Like, I don't even think Briggs and Jensen, they go show
They
up
don't
there
even
like,
work there. They just show up and drink for free.
kind of
Hey.
You
bar
don't even go here.
Put it on my tab.
my imaginary tab.
Right.
My imaginary
For the
bar.
last time, you don't have a tab. Pay or
Right.
get out.
But that's what they always say on TV,
You know I'm
right?
good. Right. You know I'm good here.
You know, good for it.
Yeah, right. Terrible. But even that couldn't bring down the greatness that was the last two matches of this NXT card. Like, and we'll get to it, but first and foremost, how did y'all feel about the women's championship playing out? I thought about it. We did find out that I don't think it was kayfabe when your girl
Indy got hurt.
yeah, when your girl Tiff jumped and exploded her ankle because she landed awkward and took her out. So she really did have to go to the back. They kept the fight moving, and then she came running out from the back, limping out, and she was pulling some punches, but she got through it and finished her thing off and stayed a champion. I thought that was great. But she came out with her big boot on, championship in hand. She gave a great heartfelt speech, and I loved everything she said. And I called it, like, if I was writing it myself, I said, "Oh, she's got to leave." And she's like, "No, somehow I got to figure out how to get out this ring." I was like, "Sexy Dexy,
Yeah.
need it." And he pops up like,
Greatest love story ever told.
greatest story ever told. He picks her up. She kisses the championship. He picks her up. They walk away, and she gives the thumbs up. Thought it was
Hashtag
fantastic.
index forever.
Loved it. That was so great. Thoughts on who wins this women's title now?
It's Tiffany. I've
I was
had
about to say-
Tiffany, and it's Tiffany.
Yes,
It's
doubling
it's
down.
time. It's
For
time.
even though she let me down in the last spring breaking, more
Tiffany
ways
Epiphany?
than one. She let me down in the ring, and she let me down by that article she wrote before, or an interview she did that they released an hour before the show came on. So yeah,
It's time.
but
It's
It's
time.
time though.
You pull a dub like, well, maybe she'll get traded to more talent. I don't know.
I already have to drink because of her, so I'm doubling down. Might as well.
Give me a double shot. All right. Well, I can't pick Zoe Stark because she's gone too.
Yep. There's a lot of women. There was a lot of women in that ring last night.
I did not like that.
It was
Weird,
did not
bro.
like it.
They came out of nowhere. And
Like it was two of them in the ring fighting, and then you pan out. Oh, they've been fighting for like 30 seconds now.
Where did they come
it.
from?
I loved it.
They
It
just
was
in the
like-
crowd the whole time.
It proves my point. Anytime you put jewelry and pettiness together, women will magically appear and start beefing over it. I loved it. I was like, oh shit.
I can't argue with that.
Liquid leggings and eyelashes everywhere.
Liquid leggings.
It was the best. It was like a elevated version of the old school trash. Like not broad panties trash, but like
Flavor of Love trash.
yeah.
Yeah,
Much
I got
better.
you.
Elevated. So I was like, okay, I love this. Tiffany looks like to be the front runner, but I could very much see Cora Jade getting that belt.
I think those are the top two. It's either
can see
one of
Cora
them.
Jade.
Like,
So it's kind of guaranteed it's gonna be a heel. Because you couldn't pull it. Y'all just pulled the fake out with the coming out of nowhere with Indy, and that was like a Indy darling, pun intended. But you can't do Wendy Chu now. You can't do a like out of nowhere baby face.
And I don't want Smiles. I don't want Roxanne.
Roxanne can't go back. She ain't learned enough yet. I mean, look, fucking Sol Ruka just got jumped again. Like
Her knee exploded, so she's gone for a
they
minute.
just murdering
She on
people.
that Nikita train.
Whoa.
ooh.
Fast forward.
I'm playing.
Yeah, no
about
pause.
to say,
Fast forward.
staying away from
It
that.
took him almost 2 hours, but BA made sure he mentioned
The
Nikita.
Lions did.
Oh, come on. Come
Something.
on. She's
Something
still on the
for business.
roster, guys. She exists. She's
Still
still
on your
here.
roster? That's
See,
what it is.
You beat me to it.
My jersey's in the rafters, literally framed up.
Why
in the
did BA
basement.
turn into Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Wow. No.
Oh, I thought
BA
this was what's the fucking movie? Total Rico.
Well, when he ain't had no air on Mars. that part always tripped me out. But the VA's jersey is retired, literally framed up in the basement.
I love my life.
They lift up the recall helmet. BA is like, white women.
Their face comes off in his BA. I love my wife. Oh, you gotta take off the helmet. It's like the savage comes up. Pull the
Come
thing
a
out his
rabid
nose.
animal.
BA,
Oh,
it is me.
shit.
BA. You have to listen to me, dummy. You
I
love
am-
white women.
I
Put the
am,
thing in your nose.
I am not looking forward to when she's active again. It's gonna be a wild show when she's back on the roster for sure. The roster, not my roster.
Gotcha.
I have to clarify that.
I mean, as
Even
we all
wilder when
know,
she's back on your roster, right?
I don't
look,
have a roster.
he don't have a
friends.
roster. He's a married man. All we know is Nikita Lyons is a talent, and BA is a great fansly. Guys, the next thing that we were talking about here is the greatness that was Lee Dragon versus Big Head JD McDonough.
You are the last dragon.
Oh man, classic.
The Lee Dragon. I loved it because I'm like, that's a cool entrance. But I just thought it was funny that his two straps in the front just says Lee Dragon instead of Dragon Lee. And then when he flips them, it probably reads properly in the back. But it just was funny. So I was like, I'm gonna poke some fun at that. But great intro, great entrance. I'm like, hey, this is where NXT shines, right? Typically on the main roster, I'm like, this is stupid. This person just got introduced. This person's leaving or whatever. So there's no possible way they're going to win. JD McDonough, as we just announced, is going to Raw. I'm like, oh, he's gonna do the thing. He's gonna do the job.
Do the job.
No, he said, "Nigga, I need a dub."
Like, I've been doing jobs,
me, brother.
I've been doing jobs since I got to the States.
That's not gonna work for me,
I'm
brother.
Hey,
getting
Dragon.
mine.
Hey, Dragon. It doesn't work for me, brother. Let's talk about.
Let's talk about you taking this top row Spanish fly.
He put that voodoo, that Charles Lee Ray voodoo on him. That I'm Dule Amdala.
Dumbala. Shrink of my head, I beg of you.
Shrink of my head.
Man, this match. Can we talk about how great this match was? We're dragging it here.
dope.
It's a Tuesday night classic.
It literally was. I loved everything about it. They were going. I couldn't tell who was gonna win. I really was like just waiting, like, okay, well, Dragon Lee is eventually winning this. The power bombs, the fucking Spanish flies, the dives, the devil inside. Like, it was just so many moves back to back, and they were going for it. I'm like, oh, this is fire. And then when McDonough actually got the pin, I was like, yeah. I was so excited for him. Like, yeah, take some fucking momentum to Raw. I like that. And he got a big ass head and a small body. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he's utilized and if he's just going to beat up on free agents for a while or what. But I'm extremely happy for him. I think him and Dolph Ziggler, him and Ali, him and bum ass Baron Corbin can have some incredible stuff.
Him and Johnny.
Yep. Oh, him and Johnny was like my main number one feud, but he got to beat up on some other. You can beat up on Riddick Moss or somebody first.
Riddick Mo's his name. Riddick Mo.
Riddick Mo. Forgot he from St. Louis. Riddick Mo. Riddick Mo.
So St. Louis.
You can find me in St. Louis.
But I got Blair and on that. Yeah.
Riddick Mo.
But also coming out of this match is you clearly have Dragon Lee getting ready to feud with Noam Dar for that Heritage Cup.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in that because as people who watch NXT UK told me,
like yourself,
your extensive research.
I don't believe outside of A-Kid, who is now Axiom, there's been any like real luchador style wrestlers competing for that Heritage Cup because it is like a rounds match similar to the pure wrestling title that Ring of Honor has. So
okay.
Got it.
That does interest me. And like I said, I've never seen NXT UK, but I hear Heritage Cup matches are insane. From what I've heard.
What you heard, huh?
What I heard. You said Scripture go for it?
Yeah.
He got his face kicked off by Axiom. He got to go.
Yeah, and his mask kicked off too. So.
Booker T, you know who that is, right?
I know, dog.
I just
Booker, we don't know who that is. They're clearly trying to get away from the Reginald character, but you just don't get it. You don't read your notes at all, do you? You just show up, get white women thrown in your lap, and you're good.
What? Y'all are evil.
The alley-oop, it was so beautiful.
Ridiculous. Speaking of Booker T sitting in commentary, somebody caught on Twitter Booker T on his phone during the show. This man was ordering DoorDash during the show.
Hey, listen here now.
I guess he is BA because BA be on shit like that too. Zatarans.
Yeah, you ain't never had no Zaxby's.
Booker T definitely eats Zaxby's. 100%.
100%.
Him and Queen Charmel be getting it in on the Zaxby's. The Zaxby's combo. The French fries and
you gotta add a 2-piece and the biscuit.
Right. give me two fried biscuits and a zombie baba. What? What was that?
Charmel, what you want from Zaxby's? I want you to stop looking at all them white women like that, Booker.
That's what he said.
That ain't gonna happen. So you want a Jamocha shake?
Get her a large Jamocha shake. Could you give me some extra chicken tenders for her? Shuck and duck it, quack, quack. Excuse me, sir? Shuck and duck it, quack, quack.
Oh man.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you for taking my order, Isla. Sir, my name's Lisa. Yeah, Isla, thank you.
Is Booker T my spirit animal? What is happening? Like me and Booker T are like the same person, 20 years apart. No lie.
Oh shit! When BA start just sprouting these magical dreads, it's gonna be amazing.
Hey man, I just
Like,
seen-
hey, it's happening.
I saw a whole dude that looked like me put a whole ass like dread wig on his head. I was like, no fucking way. Not me, not ever.
Like, what are you doing?
That shit
You saw that when you quantum leap 5 years into the future?
I saw that on fucking Twitter. What you mean?
He was like, how did I get? And then your future said, get off me. You
I
can't
saw-
occupy the same space.
I saw
Time
some
cop rules.
I
Time
saw
cop.
some light-skinned man take a whole ass like E-Ray dread, like his head, E-Ray's head, and put it on his, and it looked exactly the same. I'm like, dog, I can't. What is happening in this world? Like, what? We just ashamed to lose our hair now? Like, come on, man, let it go. But yes, that's a whole nother
Can we name this
podcast.
episode Time Cop Rules?
Time cop rules. You cannot occupy the same space at the same time. You will turn into a gelatinous blob. Those are the rules.
I guess me and Booker T can't be in the same.
I know.
at the same time.
Or Virgil. You are Virgil. Y'all like meat sauce, mother.
Virgil, if I see you at SummerSlam, stay away from me.
Oh,
Be a
man.
Section 100. Stay away from me, please.
The multiverse of BA. Which brings me to something else I wanted to talk about. The upcoming match between Ilya Dragunov and White Blade.
Oh,
Coming
man.
from the multiverse of Blade. This is Blade 4. White Blade versus Count Ilya. I'm excited for this match, guys. It's gonna be brutal. It's probably gonna be so hard. It's probably gonna be hard to watch, honestly. White Blade is gonna break another
Harder-
finger and then
harder
just
to
like put it
watch.
back in.
Then Ilya Dragunov, Walter.
No.
That
No.
was amazingly rough. I love
No.
I was like, this is torture.
I was in
Best
pain
way.
watching that match.
I was like, bring it on. I was the Big E meme with the popcorn. It was incredible. Yes, I am very excited. Ilya Dragunov does it for me. Literally, anytime I see him on, I'm like, oh my gosh, he needs to win. Every time. I was pretty much disappointed. I love Wesley. Wesley is like my surrogate wrestling body. He's my avatar. Nope. I still wanted him to lose to Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov is a psychopath, like a fucking what do you call it? A alabaster missile. Just just throwing his body at stuff. And I'm like, this dude is insane. And he's incredible. So I need him versus White Blade on my TV as soon as possible. And it better end in like hard justice. That's all I
It
need.
is. Somebody's getting hard justice. Pause. But E-Ray, the most shocking statement I heard where you just compared Wesley to like how those white men were acting and Get Out when they were picking off black people as far as
What?
the surrogate body. Like when you said surrogate body, I immediately thought of my guy who they snagged up because he looked like because he went as fast as Jesse
What a
Owens once upon a
specimen.
time. Right. I was like, get out. E-Ray gonna steal this man's body when he's like on his deathbed or something. Like,
But well, I said it because we look similar.
I know.
I was trying to go that way.
I'm
I'm not some old decrepit white.
As soon as I heard
Give me
that, I thought
one
of Get
over
Out.
there. Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking more like, okay, if I was to wrestle, this would be like my avatar. So it's
My twisted thoughts.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where my mind went. I was
And
like,
I'm
damn.
Wesley gonna be in catering and just hear a spoon hitting a cup of tea and be so confused.
Who's this dude that looks like me with
Right.
this cup and spoon? I'm Wesley now.
Five
damn it.
guys. at the
E-Ray's
same
like,
time.
E-Ray's like
Ah.
five guys at the same time.
Oh my gosh, that is incredible. Yeah, I'm surprised neither one of y'all went with like Avatar, where he just gets in the machine. That's what I was thinking about, but no,
No, BA came up with that entire analogy.
Yeah,
I
Nah,
just
but-
thought of Rip Torn or the dude stealing the dude's eyes, stealing my guy's eyes and Get Out. That's what I thought of immediately.
Oh, that's so funny. That is sick. Now I gotta watch more Get Out.
I ain't watched that movie in a couple of years.
Yeah,
I ain't just seen
I
it.
need
Or
to see
something.
it again. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's a great watch. The second time and third time for sure.
Yeah. So Ilya Dragunov needs to win, and he's to somehow get back to taking Wesley's title off of him.
He definitely next up.
Yeah, hard justice will be delivered though. So that's all I need. I don't really care who wins because I like them both. I just need to see brutality. What is your prediction? Hey, that's it.
Our prediction for that match: Steven Seagal shows up.
Oh shit!
I want his bloated ass showing up.
Or whatever facsimile they can figure out for Steven Seagal. Babatunde, I don't know.
17 next. Oh yeah, he's probably still chasing Big Body Javi.
I'd rather see JCVD, to be honest, but it's neither here nor there.
I'd rather see more stories of Von Wagner's past. And this was me as a baby. Wait, close the book. We're done here. What is happening?
Hey man,
never mind.
That was so bad.
I'm not touching any of that promo.
Yeah.
Staying far away from it.
Let's wrap it up here, guys, with the match of the evening. To me, the TikTok tag team versus
the Witches of
Crystal
Easterly
Chicks.
Lake.
The Crystal Chicks.
That was never mind.
Dixie Chicks. Crystal Chicks.
I was about to say something.
Nope, BA. Nope.
I stopped
Nope.
myself.
Thank you.
Nope.
Good job, BA. He absorbed the powers of the penalty box. It contains.
I told you, I am the penalty box.
Booker BA, calm down.
Yeah, I am a huge fan of the TikTok tag team. They just do it for me. I can't say that enough. I've been saying this since our original iteration of Let Me Book the Territory. They just work.
We started this pod kind of shitting on them, and then they started to figure it out.
Listen back. I was the one who was defending them.
I can tell you for facts. E-Ray was defending. I was questioning. Former podmate J-Mo was shitting on it.
And
Dub, you were you were mid me with it, but E-Ray was on defiantly on the side.
I was seeing them kind of figure it out like in real time, which I appreciated.
I was like, they don't have to look alike. I was like, they work and they're all right, and they do tag moves, and they just kept getting better and better. And then next thing you know, they were putting on bangers, banger after banger, after banger, after banger. They have now twice to 3 times crept up into like match of the night territory for me, and I fuck with them. Like,
that's saying a lot on the NXT show. That's usually when wrestling happens.
I want to say, which match was it that they had before? It was the TikTok tag team versus somebody else for the belts. I can't remember who.
I think it was a triple threat match, maybe.
Yeah, that was a match they lost.
It was these two, and there was another tag team in it.
Your favorite show, your favorite people from the A storyline.
No, never mind.
What? No. It was before that when it was a different. Oh, it was a TikTok tag team versus Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark.
Zoe.
Yes. Before the heel turn.
Yes.
I think that was the heel turn.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
And that's why I said that was one of my matches of the night. I was like, they are killing this. So again, they've been doing their thing, and it proves that they got drafted to Raw or SmackDown. I don't even remember. Probably Raw.
Raw.
But it's great to see them work. They were kicking ass. I really wanted to see them win because I think they are probably one of my favorite like tag teams. Or they actually legitimized the belt because nobody else is just like, it's just 2 people slapped together. Crystal Chicks are cool, but you know, elbow fire is like whatever to me. Isla Dawn, yeah, it's cool, and she's Bluetooth compatible. I never forget that. But I always, I'm just saying, like you get too close to her, you'll hear her in your earbuds. But
Droid.
Right.
is that Isla Dawn?
Yes, that Dubby. We need like what? Get away from me! But
get in my bed. What are you doing?
Whoa!
Mm.
Whoa! Whoa!
Like Dan Aykroyd in Ghostbusters. Like,
But they also got drafted. It's gonna be like, oh shit, Piper Niven, Isla Dawn, and Elbow Fire together are going to be the Charmed Ones, and it's gonna be them vanquishing fucking Demonos and all types of random shit. It's gonna be great. But what they did with the TikTok tag team was to be respected. I loved that match. I had so much fun with it, and yeah, they end up beating them, but it just was such a good match. I was so excited to watch them work, and I'm really excited actually to see if they're gonna like give those main tag belts some run, because this is kind of like the Iconics, kind of like damn, my mind just went blank. Sasha and Bailey, or Sasha and Naomi, like giving some run for those belts. Like, you can have the TikTok tag team works, and they're a legit tag team. You can have them kind of going back to NXT and doing some other stuff. That would be fun, but that all in the future. Regardless, I love that match. I'm sensing y'all weren't as high on it as me.
No, it was absolutely
I loved it.
Yeah.
I don't think it was better than that Dragon Lee, JD super huge head McDonough match, but it was a fire match. It was one of the better matches they've had on free TV in a while. But I was also shocked, like you, E-Ray, that they had this match while both teams were drafted. But then, as I alluded to earlier, I think they're going to combine those belts together and have like the women's tag teams probably be exclusive to Monday Night Raw, because they're all on Raw except for like one or two of them. And then there's no women's tag teams left in NXT anymore, since BA's favorite tag team of Kiana and Fallon broke up. And again, the women's division there has to rebuild their champion. So,
I mean, as far as my thoughts on the match in general, I thought this shit was fire. Personally, they like I said, the finish was great. Added with the blood, the color in the match, like that's. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else we really want. And then on top of the growth of Katana and Kaden, as far as their growth and what they've been doing, like I'm not mad at it. Like, you kind of expect JD and Dragon Lee to put on a banger. I wasn't expecting that from this match, so that's kind of why I put it over. But yes, we don't hate it, E-Ray. We're very much in the same place.
Sorry, I just was waiting to excuse me, to make sure, because I know some hate in y'all blood, but
not for them. You know where my hate exists. No.
Other than that, though, guys, I'm pretty excited. We got some more stuff that's coming up as far as like how we want to cover this, the aftermath. We already predicted what was going on for Backlash. NXT was a banger. I am excited to see how everything plays out. But one thing that they need to know as the people, merch coming soon. Let Me Book the Territory tees of various sorts and random ridiculous shit that we say will be available for purchase on letmebookpod.com. Yes, we got a website, baby. Oh yeah, baby.
We're growing up,
baby. We got a website, baby. And our website is the shit, baby. It's the best website that you ever had. Other than that, BA, let the people know where they can find you.
Y'all know where y'all can always find me, running our illustrious almighty Twitter handle at letmebookpod. As E-Ray said, we are doing some things out here. I have just started a side pod, more talking about the nostalgia versus the current product as we discuss here on the main show. It is called The BA Show. And my boy Sean from Fourth Rope, who you've heard on here on occasion, is helping me out with that. But you'll also hear other dignitaries and luminaries come through in and out. I'm sure these two gentlemen will be making appearances on stuff they feel passionate and want to talk about. And other folks as well. So Episodes come out every other Wednesday. Episode 1 just dropped today as we record this. Covering Unforgiven 1998, a lot of Attitude Era shenanigans, and a lot of comparison and a lot of contrasting to what's happening right now. So as far as what's happening with me, B.A. DiBiase, that's what I got.
Love it. Want some more of it. This will be qualified as our Way Back Wednesday drops for the BA show. Dub, where can they find you? Let the people
You guys are looking for me on all the socials, ADUB1220. Embrace the Turn Up podcast will be back in about 3 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. In the words of the great LA Knight, yeah.
Love it. Guys, you know me, I've been on a boat. I'm on a boat. Like Kevin Garnett said, anything is possible. I have been roasted, toasted, and turned into lobster bisque. You know, they say black people don't need sunblock. That is a lie. Don't believe the hype. I wore it and I still look like Virgil. But you want
meat sauce is gonna come after you. Never mind.
I'm probably leaking meat sauce right now.
The visual. Jesus
Thank you,
Christ.
Orlando. Thank you, Caribbean, NASA, all that. If you want to see some fallout and the shenanigans from that, you can find me at E_RAY_ the bad guy on the Instagrams. You can find me at E_RAY the hipster on the Twitters, talking mad shit about our live television programming for wrestling and interacting with the peeps. You can find me on Inaudible Ruckus every Saturday as we release. This Saturday I will be there to recap my Bahamas journey with the family. And this June we're coming back. It is Binge Flicks and Chill, our beautiful illustrious show media, real live TV / movies, all that shit happening. You'll find all that there. But I'll cut it short before we get out of here. I think some people owe some shots. So guys, we're gonna end this show by letting you know, give us those 5-star ratings. We still are waiting to read some wild shit that y'all say.
I just want one.
Yeah, or more.
I would love more, but one would do. Hello? Anybody hear us? Hello?
Is it me you're looking for? We're gonna have to start saying this in the beginning, and this is more impetus. We're wild boys, so at the end of the pod, if y'all make it to the end, salute, because we be going. But with that said, guys, we got some shots to take because some folks was wrong about some shit. Mainly Indy Hartwell not keeping that belt. Drink up. It's a shot of the low lights. We had shots for Tiffany. I need this Tiffany epiphany to come true. BA, let it splash. You can hear it.
That is liquor, not anything else.
I hope so. Well, otherwise, it's gonna be turned into Carisha Please and Diddy. Oh no!
I'm not no Diddy games in this house. I can tell you that. Not no weird, no Diddy stuff happening in here. Whatever Diddy's doing, it's not happening in this
Whatever
house.
Diddy's doing, BA8. Yeah, it's about to let the madness wash over him. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers. Go.
Dub. Join them.
I left my liquor in the kitchen.
We'll get back to you next time, Dub.
That sounds like a good idea.
I paid my penance.
Paid his penance, and now he's Mike Penance. I was gonna say Mike Pence, but you're black.
Thank you.
You're black.
Thank you,
guys. Give us more ratings, 5-star ratings. Like, share, subscribe, rate, review. talk to the folks about this shit because it is great. It's only getting better because this is how we do it. No Montel Jordan. This is another episode of Let Me Book the Territory. It is I, E-rated quasi bad guy, is with the fellas, Dubson Reed, Big A-Dub, B-A-D-V-I-C, the richest black man in America. And guys, to sweet us when you see us, wear our merch, and talk the shit we talk, because that is what we do. Guys, we're out of here.
Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.